today we're doing it around these lovely feathers. These are Guinea fowl feathers from Smileys glitter store, and honestly I've had them for months and months and months. In fact, I do believe there's Smileys glitter haul somewhere actually showing me actually getting them. It really was months and months and months ago, and I kept putting them off using them. As pretty as they were, I thought, oh, they're going to be an absolute biatch to work with, do you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to give it a bash today. So, coming in with gripper glue. I've got 6 of these feathers in a pack. The first thing I'm going to do is bend it around that nail onto that glue, and I'm going to hold it, trying not to stick myself to it. I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle 2 fingers on the tip. So what I've done is I've got the nail bed tips in there. I have filed those and stuck Tracy Lou clear tips onto them, and then filed and shaped them into Ballerina coffin shape nails. Now what I'll do is, once these are nice and stuck and in place, I will trim them up. Guys, I ended up with bits of feather everywhere, so I had to clean up. Before I could even do my set, it was everywhere. So anyway, they are nice and trimmed, and then I'm coming in with a really wet bead of clear acrylic. Guys, this is not my capping bead, okay? This is just to protect the feather, but also that I can bring acrylic up from the nail bed area up, and it's not going to interfere with what we've already done. So I'm going in with a really wet bead of clear acrylic, and that will actually go down between the feathers and give it a beautiful glassy look at the end, and stop any bubbles from occurring. So I go in with a couple of wet beads, try not to play with it too much. I'm actually pushing it between the feathers there. I do actually do this with raw glitter as well. I don't do it if it's a pre-mixed glitter, but I do if it's raw glitter. Go in with that wet bead. Okay, so I'm coming in with Love Machine from Notpolish, and these Guinea fowl feathers I've got in purple. So I'm coming in with this beautiful purple from Notpolish. I'm going to tuck it in around the cuticle area, up those side walls. I don't want to come in with loads of beads, so I'm going in with a small bead. I'm doing tap 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 tap, trying to get that coverage there so it's nice and opaque, and then pull the front of that bead so that it feathers into what we've already done, and then a wetter bead there so that I can get a beautiful blend between the two. Then what I'm doing from Sparkle Supplies UK, I'm coming in with 2 of their glitters. The first one is a Holo Graphite, which I love. I've used it a few times lately. It's gorgeous. And I'm putting that down between the 2 in gentle tapping motions. And then I'm coming in with Serenity, which is big hexes. There's a little too many there. I do sweep them away in a second. Now for Sparkle Supplies UK, I do have a 15% discount code. I will pop that below. This is off anything from their website, so please do go and check them out. So I'm still manoeuvring that really gentle tapping movements with my brush, and then I will pat and press to make sure that's nice and flat, 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 flat. And then I'm going to move on to the next nail. So next up I'm coming on the pointer, and I'm coming in with Flashmob, which is a really pale lilac. It actually looks pink here, but it's not. It's on the lilac side. It's really, really pale. Now, I can't believe it actually. I don't know whatever possessed me, but I decided to do a black ombre. Guys, I've never done a black ombre in my life, and honestly it's not something that I would encourage. It's the hardest to do. You've got complete opposite end of the spectrum, and you know, black and white, and this is really, really, really pale. So pale. Anyway, I'll come in with the black, a teeny tiny bead because it's super, super pigmented, and pop it at the tip. And then I'm going to tap, 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 tap and press it in, and then just feather that back. And I'm working in really, really small increments. You can see just how, guys, this is my best effort. I'm not going to lie, far from perfect. I'll keep practicing, but I've left it in. I even left it in the set. I didn't do anything other than what I'm doing here. Just keep going in and out. See, I pulled the flipping black off there, so I had to go back in again. This is why you don't drag it. I know this. Why did I do it? You tap, tap, tap. If I start to brush the whole of that, it will drag it away from the tip. That's not what I wanted. So it's like starting again. So now I'm being really careful. So anyway, guys, I do my best with this ombre. Tap, 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 tap. Small tapping motions without pulling it. Then I'm going to feather it back. Need to get that blend. It's like I just get it right and then I pull it off again. So leave it alone, step away, walk away. Guys, I'm then going to use the black because I'm in there anyway, and I'm going to come in with black on the other guinea fowl feather nail. Now this is only going to be underneath those beautiful glitters. I'm going to do that, so this is just a covering underneath, because at the minute it's obviously a white tip, so I need to cover that up. So a small teeny tiny bead, and then with really small tapping moments, small tapping moments, I'm just going to bring that up to that feather, and then into that wet acrylic I am going to dip my wet brush into that Holo graphite. And I'm being careful because it's so pigmented. I didn't want to drag the black up and over that feather. That's what I'm trying not to do. So wet brush, and then super fine Holo graphite into that nail bed, over that black, a little bit more, tap, 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 tap. Again, if I was to stroke this, I would pull that glitter away. That's not what I want. So at the minute I can push it into that wet acrylic. Press it in, making sure it's all nice and flat and as thin as possible. I'm working super thin here, guys. Then I think I come in with a bead of clear acrylic dipped in that Holo graphite, and I am going to just brush that over the feather just to give it a nice blend before coming in with Serenity over that Holo graphite. So a bead of clear acrylic, dip it into Serenity, which is a holographic black hexes, and I'm just going to mix that around, tap, 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 tap with my brush. There we go. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to let that settle. So, leaving that to set, we're now coming on to the little dinky pinky here, and we're coming in with Love Machine first around that cuticle area. Really teeny tiny bead, just laying that down ready for a marble. Now I've been trying different ways to marble, guys, and I think this is one of them. So I come in with all of them, all the colours. There's like 4 colours. As always, guys, I am going to list everything below for you. Okay, so if you've got any questions or comments, please pop them below. But anything regarding products used today, please check the description box. Once I'm happy with this, I am then going to thread some of that Holo graphite through this marble. Then I'll leave that to set. I'm going to clear cap the rest of the nails before coming back and clear cap this little finger, file and buff them into shape. Then it's time for the top coat. We have now come to the end of our little nail play today, guys. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, would you mind taking a moment and hitting that thumbs up? Please feel free to like and share with all your friends. And as always, everything is listed below in the description box, and there's a little clip at the end to show the design in full. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye.